Hi, I'm Zachary Cowan, the author of the Study Daily books, and thanks for joining me for a look at Doctrine and Covenants, section 123. Joseph Smith is still in Liberty Jail and still writing, and some of his counsel to the saints, well, it's interesting, because in verses 1 through 6, they're commanded to gather together all of this list of negative things that has happened to the church and what's been written about them, and to issue them as affidavits to the government, asking for help to be restored to their lands. Well, this is really interesting. How long do you think it would take you online to find something negative about Joseph Smith, the Book of Mormon, or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? Not very long, and it comes with all kinds of stuff. Look at how verses 5 and 6 describe this kind of stuff, this nefarious material and things like that. They have all kinds of great terminology. But because of that, in verses 7 through 11, 3 times the Lord tells Joseph, or Joseph tells the saints, because of all of this negative stuff that's being written, we have an imperative duty to teach the truth and to tell our side of it. If all that's ever being written are the negative things about Joseph Smith, nobody's talking about the positive influence of the Book of Mormon, or restoration of priesthood power, or sealings of families and temples. We have to do our part. It is an imperative duty, an absolute vital thing that we have to do. And so in verses 7 through 11, you've got that it's necessary for our wives and our children, for those who are widows and fatherless now, for those who are pure in heart. We have an imperative duty to do this. And here's what happens. If we don't, then look at verse 12. There are many people throughout the entire earth and in our area, and that that are kept from the truth because they know not where to receive it. They are blinded among all religious sects, parties, and denominations. And so then comes the call, because this negative energy is put forth so much. What is our imperative duty? Go ahead, pause your video, check out verses 13 through 17, and look for what it is we're supposed to be doing, because there's so much negativity being written about Joseph Smith, the Book of Mormon, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. See you in a minute. Hey, thanks for studying. So I hope you saw a couple of things like, all right, because there's so much negative stuff being written, what is our responsibility, our imperative duty? We're to waste and wear out our lives in bringing hidden things to light and teaching the truth and inviting people to come. And then they can discover for themselves, because they have 2 opposing views that they can compare, and then they can pray and find out the truth, just like we always invite people to do. And so those are our options. We can fight against the church, the apostles, the Book of Mormon, Joseph Smith, and Jesus Christ. We can ignore it, not get very committed to it, or we can start to waste and wear out our lives and put some of our efforts in use of helping people come to know and understand these things. And then verse 17 gives this great example. How do you really expect to see miracles in this work? You do everything you can cheerfully. That's really cool. And then you stand still and wait for the salvation of God. Which one do you think is harder to do? To go about doing the work that we're supposed to do in the kingdom cheerfully, or to stand still and let God work the miracles? Because ultimately, all we can do is cheerfully invite people and teach and go forth and do that, and he has to work the miracles in people's hearts. If we do that, if we're cheerful and then we stand still, we will see miracles. We will experience great things. People around us will come to know the truth. We have to be cheerful, and then we have to be patient. And as we waste and wear our lives doing that, God's arm will be revealed in bringing people to the light and hidden things out of darkness. Hey, thanks for studying. We'll see you next time.